jokes, and business, baby, with your hosts, Shane Stewart and Michael Majorano.
Keeping up with the Brewdashians, but first I'm brewing.
What's up?
We're back.
We're back again. We're back in action. This is number 4.
Episode number 4. Yes. We're off the cuff again. We're going to keep saying that because we're always unprepared.
We don't have cuffs. We never had any cuffs.
Besides my father, who almost got arrested yesterday. But we'll save that.
We'll get into that. So we're in a different location now.
Yeah, you can see some of our brew tanks.
Big Bertha right here.
Haven't used these bad boys yet. If anyone knows how to, please let us know.
Yep. No idea what we're doing. So this is the first time we've shown this. I'm sure if you've been in here, you've seen them through the giant windows that we haven't been blocking with anything.
Yeah. We give tours too.
We give a lot of tours. I give way too many tours. Mm-hmm. Half the night is spent me going upstairs and saying the same thing. I should have like a microphone, like a tour guide, I think. I think that'd be good. We should charge.
Have everyone come in line. And then, you're
now we can actually have brewery tours. Before, the brewery tour was you opened the door, you saw the whole thing, and you left.
Mm-hmm.
Now you open the door, you walk 3 feet, and then you see the whole thing.
Yeah. You can walk. What's that noise?
Every time we shoot a podcast, we hear people.
You can, you just walk in the door, quickly turn around, and then walk out.
And now you have a flight of stairs you can go up to. What is that noise?
I don't know. Maybe there's a bird in our vent. Should we check it out? Nah, it's fine. Nah.
There's something going on. Every time we shoot a podcast, one of you guys knows when we're doing it, and you just show up here, I think, and you're making noise outside.
It's fine.
Anyway, so to kick it off, we'll give you some brewery updates. Exciting news is the cement pad out back was poured.
Yeah.
And it's looking real good. So as you can see in the video, we have the first half of the patio basically is cement. So there's going to be a bar out there. It's going to be fenced in. And on the other side of the pad is where the gravel will be. That's where the fire pit's going to be. Lawn games are going to be out there.
Yeah, we're envisioning having cornhole. Cornhole definite because I believe we still have our custom corn. I don't know where they are.
It's probably my parents' house.
Yeah,
definitely cornhole.
Well, let us know if you guys have any other games.
Maybe basketball, tackle football.
Yeah, tackle football would be great on the concrete pad too.
Yeah.
We can make room for it.
Yep.
But yeah, it's coming along. We are anticipating even opening up the downstairs addition sooner rather than later because this is almost done. We feel like we can sustain the tap room with our current equipment because we still have a couple more things that we got to do to hook up this equipment. So we bought new tables and chairs.
Yes.
Thank God, because I personally
our tables suck and our chairs suck.
Hate these tables and chairs.
We never sat on them, and when we bought them, we didn't really know what to expect. We thought they looked cool, the chairs. And after us working in here for so long and sitting on these chairs, I have chronic back pain.
Yep.
And I have a hunchback now, I think. I have to work on my posture a little bit.
Me
If
too.
you see me during the episode going like this, that's because that's what my back's used to on these chairs.
Yeah, and we have a lot of our chairs or a lot of our tables now are wiggly. So if you see me
wiggly
in the tap room, we just have to fold pieces of paper to fix them. So we ordered those. They should be arriving early June, and then once those do arrive, we're going to open up the downstairs because we don't have enough tables and chairs to do that right now for the indoor or for the current tap room. So we're very excited just to get more space in here and
open up the second garage door too.
Yeah, and we're going to have cool little outdoor. It's not a patio, but I don't know what you would call with our garage doors and that cement pad. We're going to have a new drink railing there where you can stand outside. So it's going to look actually really, really cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's kind of updates right now. And then we'll probably, I don't know when the outdoor patio will be ready. I don't know if that's going to be opened at the same time as the upstairs. We're really focused on the downstairs. The upstairs is honestly almost done.
We're just really waiting for the HVAC to be completed too because it's too hot in here to open up.
Yeah, so that's kind of current updates of what's going on.
We made a TikTok today. We made a TikTok account.
Shane is obsessed with this TikTok account.
I think that it'll be cool because I like TikTok. I think it'd be cool for us to shoot some funny little videos while we're in here working, and also put like highlights of the podcast on there. I'm trying to grow this cult, the podcast cult, which definitely didn't take that term from anyone.
No, we need a name for our followers.
The first liners.
I like lint liquor.
The lint lickers.
I don't know where I got that from.
How does that?
Insane.
Yeah. All of our lint lickers. Make sure you check out our TikTok.
Yeah. No, we don't need a name.
We don't need a name, yeah. So
because we have 2 people that listen.
Yeah, we don't. Yeah.
We really do this for us.
Yeah, it's honestly more.
more
we
fun.
Do this for me and Mikey because after this is done and we get to edit it and watch it, I'm like pissing my pants laughing at some of this stuff. So we think it's really funny. Obviously, you know, you guys might not, but that's your problem. You don't think it's funny. So
he's the mean one. He is the mean one.
So I think we'll jump right into a segment that we didn't do last week, which is Dad versus. And yesterday was just he had a rough day.
Yeah, my dad
yesterday.
He's come in. He's been working his butt off trying. He's the head handyman here.
He's the handyman.
He got in and he told us he was going to be here at 9:30, and it was like 10:40. He arrives, and granted he did have to drop my mom off at the airport, so we knew he was going to be a little late. But then he comes in all frazzled, and he says,
"He's got this piece of paper in his hand."
This piece of paper, and he's like, I just got pulled over. I had 7 violations. We didn't just look at each other. We're like,
I don't even know how you can have 7 violations without going to jail immediately.
I know. I thought he was going to come in with handcuffs on. But, he said that he was obviously...
Allegedly.
Yeah, he said, I don't know what he's pleading, but... Allegedly he was speeding. And that's not okay. But common. But then I guess the trooper came up and was saying how
he was swerving.
And he was on his phone, which he was.
He was on his phone. He admitted to that.
Then he said that he was answering. He was doing his hands-free call with my uncle, and then he ended the phone call, and then spam called him. But then he answered it. He said that he answered it on his phone. And then he went like this and put it in his pocket and like ended the call.
So then the cop thought he wasn't wearing a seatbelt, so that's 5.
Yeah.
Number 6 was that he had a bunch of pieces of wood in dangerous spots of the car.
Yeah, so his truck is broke. So he's using my mom's Jeep Cherokee, and he had like big ass 4x4s probably. I think they're literally hitting the windshield, the up front windshield. So they said that was hazardous, right?
Yep. And 7 was that he was driving in on the other side of the highway and the wrong way with a loaded firearm out the window, pointing at the officer.
I don't know what the 7th one was.
He might have just made that up to round it up to 7.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, he said he was talking through the conversation with the cop, and he said like the cop was like, I have you under 7 violations, whatever.
You can lose your license.
And then you can lose your license. And I thought my dad was gonna I thought he told the cop off or something. My dad can be a little
he's
feisty.
Like you said, he's the wrecking ball wild card.
He's the wild card. So anyways, he said that the cop was trying to tell him like, oh, you weren't wearing your seatbelt, right? And my dad was like, officer, you got me on all other accounts, but I can't tell a lie. I was wearing my seatbelt. And the cop was like, well, I have you on footage, and if I go in front of the stand and we watch that video, were you wearing your seatbelt? And my dad was like, yes, I was wearing my seatbelt. And then the cop was trying to like have the ticket brought down to where it was just a seatbelt violation or something. And I think he was trying to have my dad admit that he wasn't wearing a seatbelt. But my dad of honor,
he's up there on honor. He'll never break his honor.
And he said, no, he wasn't wearing a seatbelt. So then he got a ticket for being on the phone.
So the other 7 violations were left off the ticket, thank God.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was funny having him tell the story.
And he called like all my aunts and uncles.
Everybody heard this story.
And he had to hear the story. I'm
surprised you guys haven't heard it yet.
You might have. He might have called you. But yeah, we've heard the story. It was like the 3rd time we heard it, so I had to walk outside just to get out of it.
Then I heard it when I went to his house later while he was on the phone with your mom telling the story, and then he retold it to Alyssa. So I heard it probably 4 times.
Honestly, he probably loved getting pulled over because now he has.
We were
something
calling
to
him a
story.
criminal all the rest of
He
the day,
is.
a felon.
If you see him, call him the smooth criminal.
He's a smooth criminal, yeah. Somehow he got out of that. If that was me, I would have been arrested immediately with my luck. They would have probably killed me right on scene.
If that was me, I probably would have just gave the officer said it was okay to suspend my license.
Yeah, it's okay. I don't want to drive anyway.
I don't need to drive anyways.
So then to ice the cake on his day yesterday, I would do dirty, horrible things to somehow go back in time and get video of this because this might be the funniest thing I've witnessed ever. So he
Reference it with my dad's history.
Oh, okay. So his dad doesn't have a great history with ladders, okay? When he works, he's a great handyman, but
Yeah,
he does
he's very
everything
good.
so rough.
Yeah.
And when he's moving a ladder along the wall, he's
chaotic.
slamming it against the wall, denting the paint, scratching the wall up.
Mm-hmm.
But for some reason, him on ladders, he doesn't go up a ladder like normally, where you're like taking caution when you're going up. He basically runs up a ladder like it's a flight of stairs. And there have been multiple times where he has fallen off a ladder. And one of the times I was helping him put a camera up at his house, and I was holding the ladder, and he fell off the ladder and pulled my pants down on the way down, and then told me to not tell anyone because he was embarrassed that he fell off the ladder. And then he blamed the ladder, saying that the ladder was bent.
The ladder was
I know,
very
but
bad, but you
he
shouldn't
knew
be.
it was bent before
Yeah,
he
you
went
shouldn't
up.
be climbing up that one. And same with this one. We have a very old ladder.
Very, very old. This ladder
It's
I
a
think was
relic.
from Abraham Lincoln. He built
Yeah,
it.
no, it's from President Harding.
Harding, yeah.
Shane
that's
is related
my
to him.
great uncle or something.
And we're not bullshitting this.
This is real. I am actually related to one of the presidents of the United States. Obviously, probably why I give off such royal,
a prestige, like authority.
Even though he was impeached, I'm pretty sure he was the only president to ever be impeached or something. I don't know. He was like the worst president in history.
Was he really?
Yeah, if you look it up. But yeah, he's related to my dad's side of the family. But
And
anyway,
aren't you related to Helen Keller or something?
we think.
No, what was the...
My mom's... I have a blanket that was my mom's grandmother's, and it's Ann Keller.
Yeah,
And
that's what
it has her name on the blanket for some reason in Sharpie.
Mm-hmm. They had Sharpies back then?
Helen Keller obviously knew how to write. So anyway, this ladder...
Helen Keller was very successful. There's actually a rumor that Helen Keller didn't exist.
Oh my gosh! You know what? We might save that for the conspiracy because I forgot to write one.
Put that in the podcast notebook.
All right. So anyway, this ladder, I'll show you a picture of it. We have a sign out front, First Line Brewing sign, that the light is on with a timer, and as the the seasons change and the clocks go forward and backwards, we have to repeatedly change the timer so that it's on at the right time.
Yeah,
So,
well, we lost power, so it kind of
and
ruined the
whenever
timer.
we lose power, that happens too. So he had to go out front and fix it, which we do all the time. And that was the only ladder that he claims was here, but I'm pretty sure there's like 3,000 ladders here.
I'm staring
I
at
think that was the closest one. I think they're all staring.
Yeah.
That was the closest one to him. Anyway, he's out front. I'm finishing up a brew day. Mikey's sitting in front of the window on his work laptop. And I happened to walk back into that area because I needed a scale to weigh the yeast. And I look out the window, and this is not a joke.
I know.
All I see is his legs, like bicycle kicking back and forth, and the ladder on the ground. So the ladder's on the ground, so I grab Mikey, like, holy shit, look! We run out front. He's screaming to get the ladder, and he's hanging on to the new gutter.
Yeah.
I don't know how long he was up there for because I didn't see the ladder go down.
Yeah.
I just saw his legs flying.
He was
Mikey said
swinging.
he saw a lady driving by that did a double take and was like, holy shit. She's hanging from the gutter, right? I throw the ladder up. He gets on the ladder. Immediately, he blames the ladder. Now, I've had this ladder in my family since I can remember. We used to use it to go up in the attic, to put Christmas decorations up. I don't think anyone in my family has ever even remotely come close to falling off it. And, of course, he does. The best part about it is he's hanging on the new gutter, which now has a nice dent in it. And I didn't realize gutters were like... I'm not saying like that he's heavy or something, but I feel like if I hung on a gutter, it would rip. Like I've seen people.
If you hung on a gutter,
okay, if I hung on a gutter, it
all
might,
98 pounds of you.
Okay, maybe not. If Mikey hung on the gutter, if that was Mikey, the whole front of the building would have fell off. But so he was screaming, acting like he was off the second floor gutter, when in reality his feet were probably like this high off the ground.
Yeah, he could have.
If he let go, he could have just dropped down.
Would have been like a poop.
Completely fine.
It would have been like a raindrop coming down from the gutter. Would have been the same thing because my dad is at least 5 feet. He's 5'3" maybe.
Plus his arms hanging. He was literally like a couple feet off the ground, and it was just so funny to me looking up and seeing his legs and the ladder laying down in the parking lot. Like, me and Mikey were out back a lot of the day putting stuff in the shed. Like, imagine if we were outside during that. He would have either hung up there for too long, someone from the road would have had to help him, or he would have dropped the 3 feet to, you know, breaking his legs or something. I don't know. It was just so funny. And the best part about it is whenever he does something like this, he just walks around 2 minutes after like nothing happened, like just goes right back to work. Not like, doesn't take a break, doesn't get like embarrassed, like just immediately, just nothing happens.
We're right in front of a red light.
Very busy road.
Very, very busy road. So there had to be at least 20 cars in that time frame that drove past and saw my dad hanging from our new gutter. So if anyone did catch that, if there's any videos or photos, please send them in, because we want to relive that. And we were like, I was working, Shane was for whatever reason right behind me, walking and passing, and we both just like saw it and we like just laughed.
I was dying.
And then we made the realization, like, holy crap, we should probably go and help him.
When I went out to grab the ladder, I was like contemplating in my head, do I leave the ladder on the ground and pull my phone out for the podcast? I think the next time I'm gonna, because it's gonna happen again.
But the thing is one, when he got back onto the ladder, he kept going up and down.
Yeah, immediately after, he kept going on it, and he was still wiggling.
Yeah, and then, but he was at the point where the height of the timer is. He didn't have to be. He didn't have to go to the very top of the ladder. He could have gone lower and stayed balanced. But you know, when he's on a ladder, like when we were doing the rafters in the addition, he'll be on the ladder. Yeah, and like hang onto the ceiling and like move. Yeah, instead of going down an adjusting ladder, he does it with his feet. He's a spider monkey. And then there was that time when we actually put up the front First Line Brewing sign.
Gosh, and
we had me, you, I think your dad and my dad were all on a ladder, and then it was just a shit show.
Yeah.
So then my dad, my ladder, like I almost fell off the ladder, which was very, very scary. And then I like put my hands on my dad's ladder, and then all of a sudden he walks down
for no reason,
and I had all 345 pounds of him on my right hand, and I'm screaming like, "Get off my freaking hand!"
And you just didn't realize.
He was holding the sign, so he couldn't really maneuver. So my hand was literally deflated for a good 4 days because he was just standing on it, having a grand old time.
Nothing he could do about it. That was the best part.
So us, First Line and ladders don't mix well.
Yeah.
And then there's also, I think my dad lost a ladder. So my dad has a side business that he puts in windows, and he lost a ladder.
Oh, yeah, like on the thruway.
On the thruway, he went to him and my uncle working on jobs together, and my uncle, they were going to meet at a job, and like my dad pulls up to the house, and my uncle's like, "Oh, Mike, like did you forget the ladder? Like, where's the ladder?" And my dad like double takes, and he's like, "The ladder was just right there." So yeah, just I don't know. We have shitty luck. My dad has probably the shittiest luck. A lot of times when my dad is just working, he's organizing a pile of wood for 14 minutes.
Yep, and then he wants us to go get this big piece of wood that we think he's going to use for something, but it's really to put on the bottom of the wood for him to put on top, the other wood on top of it.
Yes. And also, it takes my dad forever to finish projects because he buys and goes to Lowe's or even Arthur's
100 times a day.
Yeah, he works on something, he goes to Lowe's before it, works on something, forgets an item, has to go back. Okay, now he's on the next project in the day, goes back to Lowe's for that new project, and repeats the cycle. Yep. So one time we were in here, and I kid you not, I hold the record for the most times visiting a Lowe's stores. I went to Lowe's 4 times in the matter of 3 hours, and one of the two times was the same Lowe's. One Lowe's I think was Hamburg, and the other one was in Amherst.
Like 30-minute drive.
Oh, dude, and my blood
was so angry.
Boiling.
I hate when they tell us, you guys got to run to Lowe's.
Yeah.
We got the wrong screw.
Yeah.
I'm like, can't you just make that one work?
Right.
Like, the way me and Mikey think is like, does it fit?
Yeah.
Okay, then use that one. Like, well, that's not what it's used for. Like, you should see my fence.
Oh my gosh, please.
I'm gonna have to.
There's one corner of the fence is holding on. Is as much as we're holding on right now.
I'll take a video and I'll add it into here. We were working on this fence in my backyard for Thumper, and we got to the point in the day where we were so tired and we ran out of supplies, so we were just like, you know what, we got to just finish these last couple pieces. Mm-hmm. So we're both the same type of person where if it's
We're good
working,
enough.
it's good enough.
We're good enough.
If it's my backyard and I don't care, it's good enough. Now this is the most perfect example of that because I've never seen anything like this. And the funniest part is if you're looking at this one bracket, there's 6 screws holding the bracket in.
Yeah.
And then the part that the fence is connected to has 1 screw that's literally barely even connecting it. And then the other fence that has no bracket, it just has the screws, the long screws.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So we
really
actually devalued Shane's house by
Yeah.
putting up this
Yep.
fence.
I'm gonna pretend like it's always been there.
Yeah,
When we sell the house, I'll say.
Well, Shane, he went and you did the posts and put in the hose dog. You put in the posts, but you and Alyssa didn't line up.
Do them lined up very
Yeah,
well.
so you put the posts in the middle of every hole.
Yep. Not my forever home. And I also bought the wrong wood. I didn't buy pressure.
You didn't buy
treated
pressure
wood.
treated wood, so you have just regular 4x4s that are gonna
4x4s.
rot next year.
Yep.
So we're gonna
We're gonna do it again next year.
We're gonna do it again. Yes! I can't wait because I got suckered into doing it on my Sunday off.
Yep. Yeah. So that's that. So I think we'll jump into the next topic, which is one of my favorite, is our TikToks of the week. So we got 3 of them on here. So the first one I want to touch on real quick because we were talking about aliens last week.
We're not obsessed with aliens.
We're not obsessed with aliens, but this is something. Here, go get on TikTok. Get into my messages. Can you play it on your computer?
Do you want me to read our messages?
Can you play it on your computer?
Yeah, dude.
Go up. Go on a little more.
There
Right there.
it is.
Okay, so
If you saw this wasn't Shane and I after a brew day.
I know it kind of
promise
looks
you.
like me.
Looks a little. It's skinny as
Pale,
Shane.
skinny, and laying on the ground.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we were talking about aliens last week, and this TikTok was just so
We're
crazy.
onto
Like,
something.
June 1st, I guess, the Pentagon is releasing all this information because there's been so much alien footage or whatever. They're probably going to come out and say that it's nothing or their information's
But
going
they're
to
on
be
a
that they don't
timeline.
know.
Why are they giving 6
guess
months to release?
On this TikTok, supposedly Trump initiated it or something. So go ahead, play it. Okay, he said he could play it. Maybe just do it on your cell phone. Wait, click the
Maybe I should.
click the unmute.
The Pentagon will produce its most complete report to
There you
date
are.
on UFOs and UAPs. This was at the behest originally of former President Donald Trump, who gave the U.S. intelligence agencies 6 months to reveal what they know about UFOs and reveal it to Congress. This report will include discussions about incidents and sightings that cannot be explained with present-level human technology. On
Okay, so
June
if
Is
you're-
anyone else terrified?
Is anyone else absolutely horrified by this? I mean, with everything that's been going on the past year or two, and now all of a sudden there's all these clips.
Yeah, there's gonna be like an alienemic.
And someone somehow got footage of me blackout on the beach in Punta Cana.
Can you tell that story?
I'll get it. I'll say that one for another time. I'll write that down. Do you want me to tell that story?
Yeah, that was you in 2015 after.
No, that was 2018. Yeah, I was in Punta Cana with my dad, and first month into me and Alyssa dating, and first night there, long flight in, and me and my dad were hanging out on the beach drinking, and I was like, I'm just gonna go to bed early tonight because I don't want to start the week off being hungover or whatever. So we were about to leave, and I met this group of college kids when I was going to get one more beer at the bar. They were really cool, and they're like, why don't you, it was like a college spring break trip, so they all knew each other. I was the one that didn't know anyone, and they're like, why don't you come, there's a nightclub on the resort, we're gonna go there tonight. I'm like, yeah, well, all right, YOLO, I guess. I've been looking forward to this trip. I'm bringing YOLO
Bring
back.
it back.
So I go there, and I'm in this nightclub, and these people are just feeding me drinks, and I can handle my alcohol. And I honestly think maybe I was drugged. I don't know. But all I know
You were drugged.
is I don't remember pretty much anything, but I woke up in a bathroom on the other side of the resort. No idea where I was. This resort was huge. The rooms were all over the place, right? I'm calling my dad, who is asleep in the hotel room, doesn't have any idea where I am, doesn't wake up to the 17 phone calls I left him, calling Alyssa because I'm panicking and I'm blackout drunk. And you're not supposed to call people from out of country because it's expensive. So now she's
Did you
telling
business
my
expense it at the time?
Yeah, I should have expensed it.
You
Then
should
I
just
wouldn't
wrote it
have
off.
paid for it.
Yeah, of course.
So Alyssa's calling my sisters. My sisters are calling my dad. My dad's asleep, of course. No idea what's going on. So I was trying to find the room.
Yeah,
and
you're
we like
lost.
walked through all these trails like in the woods to get to the different buildings of where people were staying. And I kept falling in like mulch piles and like in the dirt. And all of a sudden these two I almost said Punta Canians, but Dominican people, I guess. The workers there
Dominicans?
found me and they were carrying me. I was on their shoulders and somehow I remembered the room number. So they get me to the room and I'm pounding on the door going, Dad! And my dad opens the door and it's like, what the hell happened? I'm like, I don't know. and he's like, did you do drugs? I'm like, no, I was just drinking.
Yeah, dude.
And I fell asleep on the toilet lid
God.
and woke up at like 6 a.m. and my arms were like purple from the toilet seat.
I thought you went to bed. Well, I thought you went to bed like in the lobby.
Well, I woke up in a bathroom. Like that's where I regained consciousness.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
I fell asleep in the lobby somewhere. I honestly don't know.
Jeez, dude, that's scary.
It was scary. Yeah, I mean, I could have been captured and.
What a great way to start your relationship with Alyssa.
I know it was bad. And
Yeah.
then I didn't drink for like the next 3 days because I've never been so hungover in my life.
Yeah.
So, but anyway,
But anyways, that's
Back
why
to aliens.
when you look at this, yeah,
that was the footage of me at
in the bush, in the
3 in the
scrub,
morning.
in the Dominican.
But yeah, this alien thing. Definitely not worried about it. Not at all.
I'm not worried about it at all.
Definitely not something to add to my
Crippling depression.
Crippling depression and anxiety, of course.
But like growing up, I didn't really care about aliens. And
Why is it all
but now
happening
it's like
now?
all happening, and there's actually these videos, and I don't know. I think they look real.
Can we open this building up before we get taken over by
It'll
aliens?
Never happen. That'll never happen.
So I guess we'll probably update you guys on aliens every week because we know the facts and we know this.
yeah, we're bringing it to you live from our brewery to you through our sources from TikTok.
Yep. So this next TikTok is great. I found this earlier, and it's stupid, but it's funny. So if you know Mario, like Mario Brothers or Super Mario, or whatever, this dude is doing like Mario moves, and you just gotta watch. We'll give some commentary throughout it. So he does the first one, the basic Mario jump. Now the second one is the best. Ground pound. Hurts himself so bad. Watch, he gets up. He's about to do another one. He's in so much pain. Stops. Cracks his knuckles. So much pain. His ass hurts so bad right now. Now he's going to try and redo it and doesn't commit. Way too scared. Still hurts though because his tailbone is screaming.
Yeah.
And then the last one is, look, he's just.
What kind of circuit is this?
Someone's trying to break in the back, I think, right now.
I'm gonna go open it.
You're going to go open it? Yeah, go ahead. See, guys, this is what we deal with. Is anybody there? Okay. Now that Mikey's finally gone, time to transfer money to my bank account from his. All right, anyway, let's go back. Let's review this TikTok again because I love it. So how do I restart this? Oh my God.
Fucking squirrel is back.
Let's watch this
It
one.
look evil as fuck. I'm terrified. Oh my god. Oh my god.
I don't know how to go
Yes,
back.
you bitch.
All right, hold on.
fuck is-
All right, here it is. Jumps up in the air, super confident at the beginning. Ready? Butt slam. If you've ever fallen on your tailbone, you know how much that hurts. So now he's just ready to go again. Oh, I know, so much pain. Trying to rub it off. Doesn't commit. Still hurts himself again.
This HVAC guy's here. He's got to install a thermostat
Where?
in here.
Who is it?
Some guy that I don't know. So there goes the podcast.
He's got to come in right now.
Yeah, dude, he's dropping it off.
All right, we'll be back. Pause this for a second. And we're back.
And we're back.
Love getting interrupted.
Always.
Always. We'll never not be interrupted. There will never not be noises in the background and ghosts in the background. So we left off with Super Mario. Love that TikTok.
Your TikToks you brought today are weak. Just
No,
going
no,
on
no,
the
no,
record.
So the
Somebody
next,
can't show me yet. But
yeah, there's a lot of them that are really good. Okay, so there's this next one
But
is.
no, sorry, I haven't had a chance to comment on that.
Oh, yeah, you
TikTok.
never got to comment on
No,
it.
so that one leads me to like other situations in life where not necessarily falling on your tailbone because that very much hurts. But my biggest thing as a kid, and even now, was getting the wind knocked out of you.
Oh yeah,
That is a lot.
That's a flash
painful.
between your
Yeah,
eyes.
or like it's the big. What? So that's like, yeah. So he decided that was a great.
That's a good spot for it. Yeah, I'm just freaking wooded it.
We can unscrew it and put it somewhere else.
Hey, what about like right on the wall?
Yeah. Yeah. So okay. Anyways, getting the wind knocked out of you. So yeah, it's that initial like the, and then like you're there
for like 20 minutes.
and then you're like trying to be cool and like someone's like, "Are you fine?" Like, yeah, I'm okay.
Yeah, no, I'm good, guys.
Yeah, I've gotten the wind knocked out of myself a lot.
You ever fall going up the stairs and hit your shins on the steps on the wood?
Yeah, you have a video of me falling up the stairs.
I do.
Yeah. Okay, so then this kid on TikTok.
He's very funny.
I love him.
He's very popular on TikTok, so you've probably seen him before. He does a lot of like impressions of types of people.
Yeah.
And this one I think is, I didn't know Mikey in elementary school, but I would say this is the best representation of Mikey in elementary school. So the kid is titled "The Kid That's No Fun at Recess." So I'm gonna play it. Yeah, put that on.
Tie! That was a tie! No, dodgeball is not allowed. My mom's on the school board, she got it banned. Are you kidding? Greg should not be wide receiver. He's too fat. I didn't push you, I lightly tapped you. Time out! I left my mouth guard in the cafeteria. Everyone, recess is over. Miss Fahey said go back inside.
Literally Mikey here.
This is not me. Everyone thinks
Mikey
like I'm
here.
not the fun boss.
He's the fun police.
I'm the one that gets things done.
Yeah.
Sometimes
A lot of stuff done.
I'm the nice one. Okay, here.
Why don't you ask the employees if I'm mean?
No. Okay, maybe not to the employees, but just all around. I think I'm more nice than you, but
I don't know about that.
I think you, especially here, like to have a better time. Maybe you can say that.
I like to have fun with our employees because I want them to look forward to coming to work.
Yeah, me too. Everyone just yells at me because I don't want to change the music because there's people in here that like our country music, and then one time I said we can't change the music, and all of a sudden I'm the bad guy now.
Hey, dude, it only takes
That's
one
all
time.
it takes, I
It
guess.
takes one time. Go to the alright, so our
Okay,
next segment,
so our next segment, I don't know how we're gonna
Instagram.
edit this.
We're gonna go. We already did cut it once. The next segment, we asked people to give us things to talk about. Just from Instagram, so we'll just read through the responses. And
We got a couple, yeah. So the first one, I'll shout you guys out.
Yeah.
Some followers. It's from Maddie Stewart, one of our great employees.
Yep.
She bartends really almost every day now.
Yeah.
So she's killing it. She was literally in here an hour ago before we started filming. So she asked us, "Why are you guys so Miz?"
Well,
And if you don't know what Miz stands for, it's short for miserable. And
figure that out.
if you look at Miz in the Urban Dictionary, Shane and I's faces pop up.
I think that's actually in there. I think their family made that word up.
But so I'll let Shane answer that question.
So why are we Miz? Well, we're usually always Miz in here. Just for like things like, okay, rule number one is why does this guy out front have a ladder on top of his Toyota Corolla?
Yeah, rule number one: don't have a 4-story ladder being carried by your Toyota Camry.
And he called it Toyota again.
Toyota, dude, doesn't make a difference.
It does. You sound like an idiot. Let's see. I hope he comes in here.
That's my dad's ladder that they lost.
This guy has a 24-foot extension ladder, bungee corded to the roof of his Toyota Camry. And there he goes.
Gosh.
Idiots. Anyway, why are we missing stuff like that? Stuff like the HVAC guy coming in.
So I think Shane and I, we both just come in every day Miz, just because we know something's gonna happen, so we don't want our mood changed. So it's just easier to stay.
We enjoy staying Miz because if you set the bar low for anything in life, you're not going to be disappointed. You're going to expect that something's going to happen.
It's a great way to live.
That
and
is
we're flourishing.
Yep, that should be my senior quote. Put the bar as low as you possibly can, and everything's up from there.
Honestly, so you're a glass half empty.
I'm glass completely bone dry. Dry mouth, dehydrated, glass completely empty, and that way, if it rains a little bit and you get a couple droplets in your glass, then it's better than you thought. We're always thinking over here. We're always thinking.
John Leaston says it's not a question.
He wants us to talk about
Josh Allen's
legs. Now, we didn't get the best look at them in
He
person.
did, yeah. He was sitting down. But you
can only imagine they're probably great.
They're probably, yeah.
They're probably
He definitely doesn't miss or skip leg days like Shane.
No, my leg has never seen it. I mean, he did jump over a couple people, which we sure can't do.
Yeah. So Josh Allen's legs are great.
They're very attractive. We haven't seen them in person yet, but
we may be able to see our next step in our relationship is talking to him not in a car
and asking him to see his legs.
Shane's gonna probe him once or twice, just to see if
I want to see if they're
real deal
groomed or not.
Yeah.
Anyway, Josh, you're listening to this, but you're probably not. What are your legs like?
Yeah. Send us pictures. Send us pictures of your feet.
Might be okay for them.
I don't have a foot fetish, just saying. Okay, so then my cousin, Christina, she writes, the time Shane scared the shit out of my poor and her son, Christian, we call him Chichin because that's how he pronounces his name. He's my favorite cousin, and my favorite community right now, with the fire truck.
Yeah.
So we can, with her permission, we can add the video clip.
Yeah, he wanted to see the fire trucks. He supposedly loves them, and we brought him in there, and I was inside the truck trying to turn some of the lights on for him. And I don't know. I figured he likes fire. He's so little, but I figured he likes fire trucks, so he'll like the horn. And I should have warned everybody about the horn. I just hit the horn and really scared him. But
You're gonna go see the lights? Ooh.
so hopefully it doesn't scar him for life.
He definitely hates fire trucks now.
Yep.
And he hates Uncle Shane.
Yeah. So made another arch nemesis right off the bat.
Right off the bat. From I think he's like almost 2. So okay.
So Randy
or no, Mike. That's Mike Mansfield. Oh, sorry, we get it mixed up a little bit. New beers. What's new beers do we have in our pipeline?
So we don't have anything brand new cooking up, but we do have. We're bringing back fan favorite Alpha Juice.
Alpha
It's gonna be
Juice.
released
Yeah,
on
it's
tap.
never been on tap.
Never been on tap once. We might bring back a couple other, summer beers from last summer. Nice, I like that.
A lot of times our beers, because we're constantly bringing or having a constant change in tap rotations, a lot of the beers maybe were only on last year for a week to 2 weeks that a lot of our customers, even though they released, didn't have a chance to drink them. So we're going to bring them back. Hopefully, some will stay on longer, some won't. We're also bringing back Power Outage, which was a big hit, which was a mistake beer that we brewed and we lost power, obviously, but people really fell in love with it. So we kind of did. It's very similar to it. It's different because we couldn't replicate it because we didn't lose power.
Yeah.
But it tastes really good. So I think that's coming back probably next week or so.
Yeah. Depends on when fireworks are done.
And give us some suggestions. So right now we keep pregame is constantly changing its flavor. Right now it's Loganberry. It's been Loganberry for a long time, but everyone likes it. So I don't know. We want to change it eventually. We just don't know the right time to change it because we want to play around with different flavors. So give us some of your opinions on should we keep Loganberry on for a little bit longer? Should we change up the flavor? We're interested to know what you guys think.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that earlier today.
Yeah.
We're moving one of them over today to the bright tank. So I want to change it up, but people like that one, so we'll see.
Okay, so I can't click on his name, but maybe
Say his ad.
Is at a Walton Bow? What is it?
Walton Bows?
Bow? I don't know. Either way, great question. Best chip flavor and worst chip flavor. I actually was talking about this today. Not the worst chip flavor.
Oh yeah, what was it?
Yeah, so I hate sour cream and onion chips. They're my worst chip flavor. Best chip flavor, hands down, Cool Ranch Doritos.
Oh man.
Without a question to me.
Yeah,
without a question.
That is a good one.
So we actually have a big box of our COVID chips is what we call them, just like the snack bags that now we don't have to sell them because restrictions are no longer in place. So every morning or every time, I didn't have lunch today. I didn't have lunch today, but that's fine. No, I didn't. I was not hungry at all. Just starving right now.
He's never hungry.
But so I eat these, like I'm killing just bags of Cheetos right now. So anyways, that's funny because I saw the sour cream onion chips. I'm like, see ya, dude. I don't freaking like those.
The problem with like the sour cream and the vinegar is that it just leaves such a like
I don't like
not
that.
a good smell on you.
I don't
or
like
like in your mouth. Like the vinegar chips, I used to like them when I was younger. But
No,
after,
I like salt and vinegar chips.
But after like 10 of them, your mouth is literally burning.
But like salt and vinegar chips are completely different than sour cream. So
But I'm saying that they're the two chips in my mind that I just don't like.
Hot take, I don't like bison chip dip, which is Buffalo's known for it. I think it's like a French onion dip, maybe. I don't like it.
Hot take number 2, I hate regular Lay's and like Ruffles chips.
I agree.
I think they're just boring. Like if you're gonna have a plain chip, have like a scoop or something.
I like sorry, that's a switch that I've never done. Someone scoops, I scoop, or say scoop, I scoop. But so what are your two chips?
My favorite is I really like the regular nacho Doritos.
Okay, yeah, that's like a close second. I like that.
That and I really like just the regular.
No, it's one chip that you like.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to. The chips I don't like, obviously salt and vinegar.
Oh, that doesn't agree on that.
It's just they're like your mouth starts to burn after a while. It's like the whatever's on the acid or something, oil. I don't know what that vinegar. I guess vinegar and salt.
But okay. Also, my favorite branded chip
No one asked.
is the really crunchy ones from like that Cape.
Oh, the oven baked ones.
They're
Cape May.
They maybe Cape May. I don't know if that's it, but they're really, really crunchy. And I like those ones.
Okay.
Anyways, I'm just gonna make a joke about Alyssa, but Alyssa commented saying, "Which beers are our favorite? Which FLB beers are your favorite?
You can't read either.
You pick one each." This is a tough question. They're all our babies. I hate a lot of them. No, they're constantly changing. There's some that I view as with like nostalgia. Don't know how to say that word.
Yeah. Close enough.
But my favorite one, okay, I guess my favorite one to drink is between Bitch and Betty and We the People. I would probably say Bitch and Betty is my favorite.
I like Bitch and Betty.
But like one that hits home is Alpha Bravo.
I think it's my favorite one.
So Alpha Bravo Citrus, but I like Alpha Bravo Citrus because that was really our first ever beer. It was the first, I mean, it's completely different. The recipe's completely changed, but it was our first beer we really ever brewed. It had a name, tried to come up with a name for it, and then we tried to brand it with a logo and a beer label, which was our first like bottle that we did.
Yeah, I still have some of those.
Of the bottles?
Yeah, in the basement.
Like empty or with?
They might have stuff in them still.
Wow. Yeah. That's mine. Bitch and Betty's mine, I guess. Bitch and Betty would be mine. Let me do our least favorite too. So what you gotta do first?
So since he did two, so We the People has always been like my favorite beer. It's like my baby getting it to, if you ever had it early on, it was a little cloudy. It wasn't where I wanted it to be, and now it's crystal clear, super crushable, very crisp. So I love We the People. That's kind of like my go-to. But I would say Alpha Bravo. I haven't had it in a while, but that, from what I can remember, that beer was really good.
Yeah.
We're gonna definitely bring that back. But yeah, I like a lot of our
Alpha
beers.
Juice is so good,
Alpha
though.
Juice is good. Yeah, I kind of forgot what it tasted like.
I think our palates are really tailored more towards like a citrusy.
Yeah, I like citrusy stuff a lot.
Really, really good.
My least favorite.
Okay, do least favorite to brew and least favorite to drink.
Probably the same.
Yeah, me too.
My least favorite to brew is either Moab or Yaba because they have such big grain bills that it's just a mess. It's stuck mashing all the time. It's a very long brew day because it takes so long to transfer. And my least favorite to drink is probably the same, those two. And some of the pregame flavors I'm not a big fan of. Like I personally don't like Loganberry, so I don't drink the Loganberry pregame, but there were other ones that I did like. But yeah, I don't like Yaba because it's too sweet for me.
Which is, I'm the same way. I think I hate brewing a stout. So like, I mean, right now they're pretty interchangeable, but it was Moab, but right now it's Loco for Cocoa. It's just super sticky and it just goes all over the floor.
Messy.
Yeah, I think that, but like Yaba's Greenville is very, very high and heavy.
Like
but I don't drink. This is terrible. Yaba's our best-selling beer. That's kind of what it's known for, is a Fruity Pebbles IPA. It's very, very good. Don't get me wrong. I really like it. It's just I wouldn't drink that every single. Like, it's just filling to me. I mean, it is good.
Yeah, like if I had a flight right now of what we have on tap, I would say I really like the Sunkist. Really love We the People, and then Sergeant Hops is always good. But yeah, I just don't like any of the really sweet stuff like that. Yaba and Boone Toasted, I know that they taste good and they taste like the cereal, but I just don't really.
But people come in and people will only come in and drink Yaba, and then they have like 4 glasses of it at once. I'm like, aren't you full from it? Keep buying Yaba. I mean, it's great. It's super, super good. It's just funny how our best-selling beer is not the ones we would prefer, but we still like it. It's super unique. I mean, the flavor is crazy. I don't think we ever told the story of how we came up with it.
Oh yeah. Right at the beginning of COVID, we had a test batch of the New England IPA in here, and we just randomly decided to put Fruity Pebbles in there in the glass to taste it, and we were like, oh my god, I think we can help us.
Oh yeah, and we split it up, so half of it went to Sergeant Hops, and the other half we're just brainstorming like, okay, like, what can we add to this that really brings out the flavors? And even now, we say this all the time, without adding Fruity Pebbles to it, it tastes like Fruity Pebbles.
Weird. One of these days we're gonna release Yaba without the Fruity Pebbles and name it something else, but
it's bizarre.
It tastes and smells like there's already Fruity Pebbles in it. I don't know if it's just our brain thinking that we're supposed to be smelling it. I don't really know, but it's crazy.
It is. And then the name, I think it's always weird.
It's gonna be Bam Bam at once.
Yeah, I hated that.
That's the kid. I guess that's the kid.
That's
the son's name.
Yeah, it's Pebbles and Bam Bam. I think her name is Pebbles. I hated that name. You really like that name.
I thought it was, I mean, until we came up with Yaba, I thought that was like, what else are we gonna call it?
So one night, I had a dream, a very, very vivid dream.
Was this for this year or was this for me?
It was both. It was the same night.
Oh, really?
It was the same night. This has never happened to me, but I remember it. And of course I remember it, but I remember it clear as day. As I woke up and I'm like, I know what to name those beers, because it was weeks of trying to name these 2 beers.
Naming beers is probably the hardest thing.
It is the hardest. And I just woke up and I immediately texted him, like, dude, I have the weirdest dreams, but I know we're naming these beers. We the people. And it was Yabba Dabba Dude. It was Yabba Dabba
Dude.
No, it was Yabba Dabba. I think we're just going to name it Yabba Dabba Dude.
Oh, and then we came up with the dude after.
And then your dad came up with the dude because we say it, and I say it a lot. We like, dude. God,
yeah, we try something.
So we named it Yabba Dabba Dude. Now we just call it Yabba. I mean, it's pretty cool. It's the same, but no. What else? What did you say before that?
I don't know.
You said something. I don't know off of it.
Don't remember.
But yeah. So those are our beers. I think we're just probably gonna end it. So.
Yeah. Dude, did you see? Oh my god, I'm trying to remember. I think it was China.
Bro, out of left field.
No, I just remember this was on Twitter. There's like this crazy rabbit or something. I'm pretty sure it's China. It's like,
I hate you.
They're called Slawbunnies. Have you heard
No,
of them? Slawbunnies, you haven't heard of those?
No. I honestly have never heard of these.
Are you
This
sure?
podcast is going to be like an hour and 30 minutes.
So there's these things like
Slawbunnies.
Slawbunnies nuts.
Damn you, dude!
I was hoping you were going to say it. You weren't saying it. All right, guys.
Oh my gosh, we're gonna end it there.
Watch out for any Slawbunnies you might see out in the wild, and thank you again for tuning in. Catch you guys next time.
Beer, jokes, and business, baby. With your hosts, Shane Stewart and Michael Majorano.
Keeping up with the Brudashians. Got first line brewing.